got second. So I just imagine those two were just explosive in terms of just play styles against one another. So that was probably a very interesting set between the two of them. I'm just as excited to also see this upcoming set. We get to see the return of Thugnificent, who fell to RP4 in, I think, winners quarterfinals. And right now we'll be entering into losers round 3. So whoever wins this is going to be able to get into losers quarterfinals. So as I said before, if I remember correctly, Thugnificent went with the Bowser, and he did very well against RP4. He was the first one of the players tonight to force him off the Pyra and Mithra after, I believe, taking a game off of the Pyra and Mithra. So I'm looking forward to seeing his Bowser. Jestdoki, he's been getting some pretty well placements too. I know that I think when I looked at the bracket last week, he ended up getting to winners finals actually, and playing against BW Styles in there, and he ended up doing very well with third place in the end result. So these two players are definitely going to show us some really intense gameplay. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. And I definitely hope that Gargant comes back, because we really haven't gotten to see too much of him. He's one of those players that I think would definitely shake up some of the matches and match predictions, as well as like future bracket predictions, because like you never know with him. Like he hasn't had enough data for us to really kind of take our stab at speculation at our best. And a lot of these players that we have seen for many tournaments, like Luxray, RP4, BW, Styles, for a few examples, are players rather who we kind of know them like the back of our hand at this point, if you will. So we're kind of able to predict really well now, having been through so many of these tournaments where we've seen, all right, well, you already know who BW's going to play, Mega Man. There's never going to be a different player, you know? It's always going to be Mega Man, unless there's a situation is dire, like he needs the biggest help. You know, Jestdoki, man, he loves that Luigi. He is the number one Luigi, and there definitely is going to be like a couple characters here or there that you might pick up. Like for instance, Jestdoki definitely has the Pokemon trainer. He also has a pocket snake, which we haven't seen in too long, but when he feels like he's really in a corner, he does decide to pull it out. There are just some matchups where Luigi is just not capable of doing his best in, despite being his like most played character, as well as just his Pokemon trainer may not be the most toned. So I think depending on how he feels against Bowser, as well as any other heavies that we see Thugnificent pull out, he may feel right at home. There is definitely like a lot of players here at IPG who play heavies. We have Luxray, we have Lamomo who shows up every occasion. We have some other players like Horns Up who have come through once in a blue moon and really torn things up with Bowser. And Luxray even has a pocket Bowser, I believe, because I know he's pulled it at least once against BW. And very interesting, like, to see this character come through, Bowser versus Luigi. It's definitely a canonic battle. We have the Mario brother fighting the boss Bowser, you know, and it's definitely one of those weird matches where Bowser really hates being grabbed. Like, you just get away from me, Luigi, man. Like, Luigi has such damaging combos.
That's a very good point. When you're playing a character like Luigi, and, you know, I think about any character, or not any character, any player that's really high level with Luigi, they know their down throw combos if they call themselves a high level Luigi player. And if you hear that and you play heavy characters like Thugnificent, that could be a little scary to hear, because every heavy character against Luigi can be very highly susceptible to combo food. So you, as a heavy main, in this case Thugnificent, you really just want to definitely watch out for that, and I'm sure that's already what he's been thinking about. And I know that Jestdoki is not sure what he may be thinking, if he is, like you mentioned, is going to go with the Luigi, if he's going to go with the Pokemon trainer. I've not really seen his snake. I don't know if he plays much outside of these tournaments. That's not to my knowledge, but from what I understand and what I've seen, his Pokemon trainer is pretty solid too. But again, I have not seen that enough. Whenever I've tended to watch the tournaments, I've mostly seen his Luigi. So I wonder if it's going to come down to a preference of, like I said earlier when Thugnificent was playing against RB4, which heavy am I going to play? Oh, who do I feel like playing? Do I feel like playing Pokemon Trainer, or do I feel like playing Luigi? So
yeah, that's a good point.
We'll see.
I actually, now that you mentioned that, like, because he does already know Thugnificent plays Bowser. Yeah, I was just gonna say this. God dang it. I was just gonna say how I feel that because of like which heavy is it, you know? Whereas Luigi, like, he does kind of get stuffed out when in disadvantage against Bowser. Bowser's forward air man hits 180 degrees, like hits literally above his head and below his head. It's hilarious.
Really?
That can stuff out Luigi's side B as a recovery option very well since it's so big and disjointed, you know? But as Squirtle, you have similar down throw combos, you have combo tools, as well as you have some really nice options with different characters with Ivysaur, and you have your own heavy. You literally have Charizard if you need it. And it looks like Thugnificent, not really too worried, definitely aware of the Pokemon Trainer matchup, has played it plenty of times, whether it's in bracket or not. So we'll definitely just be seeing your standard battle of two people, you know, not doubles, not squad strike or something crazy, just two players going at it. And we're gonna see going for the S smash here is Thugnificent, man. Trying to go big or go home, I guess. And definitely Squirtle is at kill percent at this point, but Bowser, not so much. And yeah, gotta have to switch to Ivysaur.
Oh, that's gonna be it. Oh gosh. These SDs are hurting me tonight.
Yeah, and they're definitely not being thrown out for a charge, and that's a very funny interaction. We're seeing Charizard clink with Bowser's Flame Breath hitbox, and going to go for the down throw into Fair, probably misses the Fair, just probably a bit too far, not expecting the DI straight up from Thugnificent, and both of them going for Flame Breath.
Look at that
so
synchronization.
Funny. Yeah,
that's
dude,
not
call it
gonna
dance
do it.
moves.
Bowser's very heavy.
Super Smash dance.
That's a good way of playing it. I don't know if I'd go for the up throw here, because it's now at this point it's gonna be stale.
Nice up air. All right, going back to that Squirtle, and I think now like it might have just been a bit of nerves from Jest, but I think that if he the tough guy.
Ooh, and that's the benefit to being a Bowser main.
Yes, you can throw out that F smash, and if somebody already like decides their fate by making that hasty decision, that's what's gonna happen, man. And it's one reason where I was like, this will either go really well for Jest or really like rough, just because I feel that when we see Jest play a lot, he's either very much in control of the starting pace of the game, and we kind of saw that at the beginning with his Squirtle, right? But then this happens where the opponent's kind of like, all right, I'm just going to dig around that. I have to just get you out of your funk. And Thugnificent with Bowser just had some well-placed F smashes, some well-placed like movement options as well with flame breaths and grabs of his own. And here we see Thugnificent makes a couple poor decisions here, gets punished a bit. But he is Bowser, not going to worry about yet. Gets the grab into down throw, or up throw rather, excuse me. Shields, goes for Nair, and then also gets the forward smash re with the backdash air dodge. And I think there, Jess just kind of put himself in the corner. Maybe he was trying to go for the ledge regrab and just did not get it. And I think the Pokemon Trainer, like, it started off okay. I definitely think he could probably throw it out again. Like, just shake it off, man. But I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the Luigi just to try it, you know. I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable when it comes to, like, every matchup. But I assume that wouldn't be that bad for Luigi. Maybe it is. Maybe it's worse than I think it is.
I'm personally thinking that the Luigi against Bowser is not very, very heavily favored in Luigi's favor. I don't really have any reason for why, but I get the feeling that just approaching Bowser is much more difficult compared to any other heavy. But it looks like maybe he knows in Jestdoki's perspective. He knows that maybe there's something in this matchup he doesn't like, or something he thought went well about the past game, or something he wants to show in this game. So we're about to find out.
I think it might have been this. The Squirtle side B is definitely one of those moves where if you're not the most knowledgeable on it, it can definitely put a hamper in your gameplay, and Jess definitely can combo with this character, with Pokemon Trainer. He is not somebody that's like new to this character. He just makes mistakes like every other none of us are robots, man. We all make mistakes, and it's looking like that might have been the first no shield break, but going for a side B of his own.
Wow. And he's able to get the forward smash off of it.
What a
That is
conversion.
very well done.
Thugnificent looking like a force to be reckoned with here, man.
Definitely. That is definitely not an understatement. That is definitely factual. That's factual truth right now.
That is fact.
That is definitely fact. Jestdoki's, though, is looking like he's trying to take the stock as soon as possible.
I don't know. At this point, I feel like I switched to, I would switch to Ivysaur if I'm Jess. I think that when you're at this point as Squirtle, you're not, like, Squirtle's just not going to get the kill. He's just not designed for killing. Like, he has his back throw,
Especially
though.
against the heavies. It's just not worth. Yeah, especially when, at that point before he switched, Bowser was just at 140. I just can't think of, like, a move in this game. A little bit off topic, but it's not like a Project M Squirtle where you have a down throw that kills very oddly. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just one of Squirrel's biggest struggles, I think, against heavies. Jestdoki is thinking, all right, 200%, this is too much. And I assume he's trying to go for the up throw, especially since he got the platforms, because why not?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Actually, may not even need it here. No, definitely not.
Definitely not. 200% is just so much. And I think also, like, we're at a percent now where I'm sure Jess is probably a bit intimidated himself. He doesn't want to lose his stock early, like it seems like he's kind of been doing against his Bowser, man. And Bowser he has Tough Guy, he has invulnerability on his shell with his up smash, and his down air, and a couple other moves as well. So you really have to respect those options. Does not go for back air, goes for his own flame breath, saying, hey, I can breathe fire too, man. It's not
you think
fun.
it's wrong for me to think that when he went through that back throw, he was going to go for the flare blitz?
Honestly,
I don't know why I felt it.
That's the Smash 4 talking, man.
That is the Smash 4 talking, definitely. Ooh, down air. I like the coverage, too. He would have gotten neutral get up, the attack get up, and the jump. So that's the first time I've seen him use that. Jestdoki, though, I think when you're playing against Bowser in particular, you want to get this kill as soon as possible when you're in this position, because just take a look at how much damage Bowser can do with this rage, especially. Jestdoki knowing I'm not, I'm waiting for you to get back up. Stage control.
Doesn't go for up air yet. Nice conversion with the side B from Thugnificent here.
Ooh, yeah, gotta watch out for that breath, Jestdoki. That's gonna.
All right, let's see what he's doing. Goes straight in, gets the grab, goes for up throw. Not gonna kill yet.
That's one of those situations where the platform definitely would have been.
Nice forward air. That was so well spaced, man. I actually didn't even think that would have hit from that far, but I would be wrong. So that's the 101 for me, I think. I'm keeping
Bowser
track.
101 or PT 101. It's shell moves. Oh, yeah. At this percent, it's like the opposite. When Bowser's at a high percent, Squirrel might not be the best option. But then, when Bowser's at a low percent, no, I'll get those Squirrel combos.
Yeah, I also think too, like, it may be intuitive because if it was Pokemon, Bowser's probably a fire type, right? The man falls in lava all the time, breathes fire. But I think that in this game, typing isn't really that big of a deal. Ivysaur definitely is a really good option just because of the projectiles. And we're seeing the switch to Charizard. What's he gonna do?
Ooh.
And now look at this, Santiago. The lead has gone away from Thugnificent. It is now pretty much tied. 4% separates these characters, and both of them have options.
Oh, he powered through it this time. That didn't work. Tried to go for that meaty down air.
Nice. Both holding shield. Recognizing it, gets the platform.
He should be okay with that DI. Yeah, gets that perfect DI. He holds down and away.
Oh my gosh. There's flub.
I think he should be okay. Oh, wow. He is not okay. Never mind. He disappeared into oblivion.
I think it may have been the rage.
That is a fair point.
We do see Bowser at 119. However, at the same time, it might have been DI. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it was. But even here, look at this weird interaction here. Bowser knows that he's gonna go for something. Up B's, and I don't know who would have won that interaction between down air and up B of Charizard and Bowser. Because I know Bowser has invulnerability on the way down, but then Charizard has invulnerability going on the way up. So, like, is it like, would they just both explode? Is that like when you smash two, like, atoms together or something, man, at Fermilab? like, what's the answer? I need to know.
That's definitely going to solidify it. And, you know, looking at the Twitch chat, we definitely had a little bit of bias towards Thugnificent, but that last game really showed that these two were really going to fight to the very end. So I appreciate both of them with that persistence and that diligence through that set. But yeah, good stuff to both players, and I think that's going to be, I think Jestdoki finishing in 8th